So today we're just going to review area and circumference. So the circumference of a circle is the outside, the distance. It's like a perimeter. Circles don't have perimeters, they have circumferences. Okay? Because a perimeter, you add up all the side lengths. Well, a circle doesn't have multiple side lengths, so it just has how many? 1. So you have to calculate it. Okay? Circumference equals 2 pi r. R stands for what? Radius. And 2 pi is the number of radians in a circle. Or we could say 2 radiuses equal 1 what? Diameter. So we could just say diameter times pi. And it says where D is diameter and R is radius. So C equals diameter times pi or 2 pi r. Again, I'm not going to give you notes on the test, but I am going to write formulas on the board. So I will write C equals 2 pi r. So do you need to know C stands for circumference?
Yes.
Yes. Actually, I don't think I will be writing circumference and area on there. Those are formulas that you are expected to know in like every standardized test I've ever taken. Okay, so those are important to know. So find the circumference of a, and I don't know what, I skipped circle, the word circle, and then I copied and pasted and changed every one. So guess what's missing in every single one? Circle. So if you want to add in circle, add in circle. Only on the front. Okay, find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 11. So how do I do it? Plug it into what? I need to plug it into C equals 2 pi r. So C equals 2 pi times what? $11 inches or meters, right? So the circumference is 22 pi meters. We're not using a calculator, so we're not calculating out pi. It will be in everything we have, okay? The next one is find the circumference of a circle with a diameter of 18. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a person that usually uses this formula. My brain doesn't think that way. I do this one every single time. Well, if I have a diameter, how do I get a radius? Divided by 2. So what I typically do is I go circumference equals 2 pi times r. Well, I got 18 as the diameter, so to get r, I divide it by 2. Now watch what happens here. What happens to my 2's? They reduce, right? So my answer is 18 pi yards. Okay, if I use this formula right here, it's just C equals D pi. Well, what's D?
18.
So when I'm teaching it every year, oh yeah, I'm like plugging it in like a beast. I'm doing this one. But when I go to have to do it like on something that I do for like reviewing notes or in a book or something like that, guess which one I go to every time? The other one. Can I still do it? Yeah. Okay, questions on either of those two? I'm going kind of quick, but they're really nothing to go slow for. Next one's on your own. If you get done with it, look and see if you can do on the third one or the fourth one. Do you have 23 pi inches?
Yes.
Okay. Did you just use the C equals D pi?
Yeah.
Okay. If you did, great. But So again, I'm not going to put these on the board. You're going to have to know them, so you decide what you want to know. Okay, find the radius of a circle with a circumference of 17 inches. So how are we going to do that?
You have to multiply it by 2. You have to C equals 2 pi.
I'm gonna use C equals 2 pi r, yes?
Yes.
But what do I know?
The R is 17.
No. C is 17. So I have 17 equals 2 pi times r. Number pi is a number, right? So I have 2 times pi times r, and I need r by itself. So how do I move 2 and pi? Divide, because this is multiplication, yes? Mm-hmm. So I divide everything by 2 pi. So r equals 17 over 2 pi. And it says exact radius, so is this an exact number? Oh, I need a unit. Inches. It's exact, right? Because I didn't approximate it out. So this is, it looks funny, but is that the exact answer? Yeah. If you put it into a calculator, it's like 9.00. So it's approximately 9 inches. So can I use this formula to find other things? Yeah. Could I find the diameter if it gave me a circumference also? Yeah. I just wouldn't divide it by the 2, would I? It would be 17 pi. So it'd be 18. Okay, area. Okay, so area of a circle, we have diameter and we have radius. Area equals pi r squared. Can we use diameter on this one? No, because squaring your radius and multiplying your radius by 2 are 2 different things, correct? So radius equals diameter divided by 2. So if you're given the diameter, you need to divide it by what? 2. So don't forget that. But this right here is the area. Okay, so find the area of the circle with a radius of 5. So area equals 5 squared times pi. Well, 5 squared is, so 25 pi units squared. Your worksheet will have the units, but if you ever don't have units, please put units squared. Okay? But your worksheet and your test will all have units on it. I should have added them on here. Do the next one on your own. Did you get 64 pi units squared? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that one you had to divide by 2. Questions? Okay, find the radius of if the area of a circle is 254.5 inches. So what am I going to do? I'm going to work backwards, right? So I have area equals pi r squared. So what do I have? 254.5 for the area, right? Equals pi r squared. Well then, probably got to divide by pi, don't I? Yeah? And I'm not asking you to like do the math, just divide it. So r squared equals 254.5 over pi. And how do I get rid of a squared? Square root. And remember, it's the plus and the minus, but it's a radius, so it's always the plus. So radius equals the square root of 254.5 divided by pi. And I did it earlier, but I don't remember what it was. Probably it's the 9 that I told you guys wrong on the first one. Oh, it was. This one's approximately 9. Let's go back and fix the other one. 9.0 inches. And I just put it in the calculator exactly how it was. The square root, can you see it? The square root of 254.5 divided by pi. Let's go back and fix the front. I should have looked. Okay, so 17 divided by 2 pi. So when I do this in the calculator, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it. You've got to have 17 divided by, and you can't see that. Why? I hate that. Can you see that? You see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so 17 divided by, if you just put 2 pi and don't put 2 pi in parentheses, it's going to divide 17 by 2 and then multiply that answer by pi. And that's not what I want to do. So I put the parenthesis 2 pi. So that's approximately 2.7. Sorry. That number sounded kind of funny to me. But again, your test will not have a calculator on it, so there's no point for you to worry about that. So I have your worksheet, and you should be able to get done with it.